Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On 1st and 10, Watts gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Watts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Watts. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw. Watts. And caught by Henry. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call. So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like
touchdown, Seahawks. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Walsh. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Walsh. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Shepard now from the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Throwing on 1st down. Watts. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They run up the gut with Kelly. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The numbers for Kelly a week ago. 15 carries, 74 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2nd and 7. A give up the middle to Kelly. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. They're going to try and throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Kelly on the counter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Kelly. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
On first down, Watts over the middle. He's got Chenault. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They go play action here on first down. Throws this one right side to Pascal. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Off play action. Watts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the top part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Kelly. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On the delay, it's Kelly. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on second down, Watts. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down, Watts. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Walsh. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The final shot before break. Watts. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills! From 4 yards out. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back. and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Watts. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Off play action. Watts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Try to power it in with Arma. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Alex Arma, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The point after is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Off the play fake. Watts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Watts. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Bills.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watts. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And Pascal's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Watts. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Bills stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks take back over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Watts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watts. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.